Alright guys, wanted to put together a video here of Ken's 82 and the assembly process basically from beginning to end, and everything we did to the motor, all the custom work that we did, from pistons, rods, cam, port work, distributor, stuff like that. So we've gotten a ton of interest with this build, and just wanted to take a second to thank everybody who subscribed recently. I really appreciate all the support, and hope to keep growing the channel. We have so much more content coming, so everybody stay tuned, subscribe. It's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of cool things. So here we go. We'll jump right into it. Here you see the combustion chamber that we did some work on as we started to get the head ready to get built. This 22R head's got some weird sharp edges on the actual combustion chamber, so we wanted to alleviate all that. And then we jump into intake port and exhaust port, and did some extensive porting there. Was a lot of work. These intake ports on this 22R are really weird, so we don't want to get too crazy, but we did a pretty extensive porting job here with the head, as you can see. And from there we jump into the pistons. So we had these custom 40/1101 pistons made from Trom pistons. Had a real lightweight wrist pin with it, and just because unfortunately the rod was a little bit heavier than we wanted it to be, but we had no choice there. It's kind of an overkill on the rod, but we did lose some weight with the piston, and small ring pack and stuff like that to free up some tension. After that, we're going to jump right into the crank in the block, as we started to get the crank assembly in. Factory crank, nothing special. Checked all the clearances, and for final assembly. Then after the block in the crank, we jump over to assembling the head on the block. You'll see the custom cam here that we had made, special grind from Webcams. They do all of our cams. Then after that, you'll see we started to fit the actual 45 VCOE Webers onto the intake manifold that we match ported. Then here we jump into getting the actual motor in the car so we can start figuring out the header. That was kind of a tricky deal. We removed the power steering because we couldn't make the header as radical as we wanted to if the power steering was still there. So got rid of that. Custom stainless 304 head flange, all stainless, 16 gauge header tubes. And then we went into a 2.5-inch collector with a 2.5-inch V-band, just to make everything nice and easy. After the header, we started working on the exhaust system. Again, all 304 stainless. The majority of it's 2.5-inch, and then it steps up into a 3-inch MagnaFlow muffler. Just figured I wanted a bigger exhaust pipe out the back of the car, just to give it some more appeal and more aesthetic, more aesthetic looks and all that. So that's why we went up to 3-inch there. Here you'll see some of the gauges that we installed as well. Oil pressure, water temp, just to have accurate autometer stuff. It had factory gauges there, and you see the MSD 6AL. And here you'll see some of the actual how strong that 6AL really is. Check it out. A description of how to get your timing a little bit more in line so your bolt isn't so out of whack. The bolt here, it's got a vacuum advance and all that. You can see the weld right there. So what you could do is, if your timing and your distributor is way out of whack, basically what ends up happening is your pickup is right here, right? And then you got the 4 points on the distributor. So you could take this and move it. See where I marked it? The blue line that's there? That was stuck. And basically I have an issue where the distributor was cranked all the way this way, and I was only getting 10 degrees like I told you. So what I did was I needed more advance. So instead of cocking the distributor more, I loosened the main screws that hold the base plate in place, right? And you take it and you slide it this way. So instead of actually moving the whole base, you're actually moving your actual timing point, because all that matters is where this point or that point hits the pickup. So you could do that and get your timing more advanced That way your distributor is more in line so it looks correct. All right? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Gives you a pretty good idea of everything we did to the 22R, components used from beginning to end. And coming up after this, we're actually going to go visit Ken and go check out the truck, take it for a cruise some more. I'm hoping to get it back to me to dyno it. I get a lot of questions about how much power I think it makes and all that. So I'm definitely going to try and work on that in the future. Get some bigger jets in it and see what the thing actually makes on the dyno. But stay tuned, that'll come up. And after this, we're going to actually get some footage of Ken's 73. He's got a mint condition 73 Corolla that we built for him, I don't know, 15 years ago. So we redid it probably about 2 years ago. We put a new ECU, new Haltech Elite system in it. It's a turbocharged 3TC. So we got some footage of that as well. So stay tuned. It's going to be cool. Again, I appreciate everybody following the channel, and we got a lot of cool content coming. All right, take care, y'all. Be safe. Bye.